Young Sheldon is a delightful prequel to the beloved Big Bang Theory, offering fans an opportunity to witness the early years of Sheldon Cooper, the quirky genius whose intellectual brilliance often collides with the everyday reality of his family and peers. At the heart of this series is not just Sheldon's evolving journey, but also the relationships he shares with his family, particularly with his twin sister, Missy Cooper. Played by Raegan Revord, Missy is a character who balances out Sheldon's intellectual eccentricities with her down-to-earth, sarcastic, and often relatable personality. As a result, the dynamic between Sheldon and Missy forms one of the most engaging parts of young Sheldon, filled with humor, tenderness, and sibling rivalry. For Raegan Revord, who portrays Missy, one of the most endearing aspects of her character's relationship with Sheldon is their complex, yet deeply affectionate sibling bond. While there are many memorable moments shared between the two, one particular scene stands out as a favorite for Raegan Revord. It's a moment that encapsulates the humor, heart, and unique dynamics between Sheldon and Missy, making it one of the most treasured moments in the show for both the actors and fans alike. The moment, the one with the penny jar. In one episode, titled The Penny Pinching Method, Sheldon decides to introduce a very Sheldon-like way of saving money for his family. He proposes a rather convoluted and overly structured system involving a penny jar, where everyone is supposed to contribute spare change from their daily activities. The idea, of course, doesn't resonate with everyone, but Missy finds a way to have some fun with it. While Sheldon takes his new system seriously, Missy, with her usual blend of sarcasm and cleverness, uses the opportunity to mock Sheldon's meticulous nature in a playful way. She pretends to follow the rules, but twists them in ways that confound Sheldon, much to the audience's amusement. Raegan Revord particularly enjoys this moment because it illustrates the inherent love and rivalry between the two characters. Sheldon, being his usual self, is entirely unaware of Missy's playful manipulation of the situation. This is an example of how Missy, though often exasperated by Sheldon's quirks, also deeply loves her brother and, at the end of the day, wants to make him happy, without sacrificing her own sense of humor. Raegan has spoken in interviews about how much she enjoys playing Missy because of these types of moments. Missy really knows how to push Sheldon's buttons in the most hilarious way. She said, but it's clear that she's not being mean. She cares about him a lot. I think that's what makes their relationship so special. It's not just about the teasing. It's about how they understand each other in ways no one else does. The emotional side of the sibling relationship. While humor is central to their dynamic, Raegan acknowledges that the bond between Sheldon and Missy is also deeply emotional, especially as the show progresses. In an episode titled The Thanksgiving Decoupling, Sheldon is struggling with the idea of spending Thanksgiving away from his family as he's starting to experience the growing pains of maturity and independence. Missy, ever the pragmatic one, offers him her own brand of comfort. No grand gestures, just a simple, "I'll miss you too, weirdo." This moment may seem small, but it's an encapsulation of Missy's quiet way of showing Sheldon that she cares, without the need for grand speeches or emotional declarations. Raegan has mentioned how important it is to her to highlight these tender moments between the characters. It's really easy for people to just focus on the comedy of the show, but I think the heart of it is in the quieter moments, she explained. Missy isn't just the comic relief. She has a deep love for Sheldon, even if she doesn't always express it in the most conventional ways. In her portrayal of Missy, Raegan works hard to ensure that Missy's love for Sheldon is always palpable. Unlike many siblings who might harbor jealousy or resentment toward the special sibling, Missy is shown to be fiercely protective of Sheldon. She might argue with him, get frustrated by his behavior, and question his social awkwardness, But at the end of the day, she always has his back. This is exemplified in moments like when Missy stands up for Sheldon in front of their peers, or when she quietly defends his honor when others make fun of him. Sheldon and Missy, the ultimate sibling team. Raegan also points to a scene from the solo oscillation as another one of her favorites. In this episode, Sheldon is working on a school project and, unsurprisingly, is struggling with social interactions and group work. In typical Sheldon fashion, he isolates himself and attempts to do everything alone. Missy, seeing that her brother is becoming overwhelmed, steps in with a simple offer to help, knowing full well that Sheldon's prid.